Isa na namang kagulat-gulat na araw sa inyong lahat. Forget about kay Sotto averaging 20 points per game in Adelaide 36ers. Sa ngayon ay napaka-imposibleng mangyayari yan because the coaching staff is ready to bench him every time he has the chance to do it. Pero, meron pa namang chance si kay Sotto na mag-dominate sa laro at ito ay sa pamamagitan ng kanyang rebounding, shot blocking, and playing good defense every time nasa loob siya ng playing court. The perfect example ay ang game nila against Cairns Taipans na kung saan he only played 12 minutes but he was able to secure 6 rebounds and 3 blocks, and that is more than enough to make an impact sa game. Kahit hindi mo na isama ang 5 points, kitang-kita ang impact ni kay Sotto sa laro. And I feel ito na ang best game ni kay Sotto so far sa NBL Australia. He played with a lot of intensity at ang kanyang depensa ay nakakamangha. At alam naman nating nasa pangatlong pwesto na si kay Sotto sa Rookie of the Year behind Luke Travers and Bulkwall, who's playing for the Cairns Taipans. At sa kanilang head-to-head matchup, kay Sotto outplayed the Rookie of the Year frontrunner. Bulkwall scored only 8 points with 1 rebound and 1 steal in more than 25 minutes of playing time. Samantalang si kay Sotto ay naglaro lang ng 12 minutes but he filled up the stat sheets. Merong 5 points, 6 rebounds at meron pang 3 blocks. A testament na legit Rookie of the Year contender talaga si kay Sotto. And so far, panis ni kay Sotto lahat ng mga rookies na nakatapatan niya. Kahit si Ariel Hokorty ay kinaya ni kay Sotto at ngayon naman mismatch pa rin in terms of performance ang tapatan nila ni Bulkwall. So with that, nakakasigurado na tayo that kay Sotto will have a big chance na makuha ang Rookie of the Year honors, and that is the bright side. But wait, napapansin niyo ba ang bad trend sa playing time ni kay Sotto ngayon? In the last 2 games ng Adelaide 36ers ay hindi na pinalaro si kay Sotto sa 4th quarter. In other words, ay binangko na siya sa 2 laro straight and it created a bad trend. Kahit 2 laro pa lang ay nakikita na natin na ayaw talaga huhugutin ang numbers ni kay Sotto pagdating ng 4th quarter. And this is alarming dahil wala tayo nakikitang logical reason para kay Coach CJ Button not to use kay Sotto sa 4th quarter. In fact, in the last game ay hindi rin ginamit si kay Sotto sa buong 1st quarter. And kay Sotto's playing time ay napakababa considering na maganda ang kanyang pasok sa 2nd quarter at napakaganda pa ng kanyang mga numero na na-produce, not to mention the intangibles na nagawa at nabigay niya sa team. He played only 12 minutes, the 2nd lowest playing time niya. Curiously, ang kanyang pinakamababang playing time ay 9 minutes sa kanyang NBL debut at ito'y against Cairns Taipans din. Perhaps it has something to do with Stephen Zimmerman dahil noong 3rd quarter last game ay pinustihan na ni Zimmerman si kay Sotto, and Zimmerman was able to score twice against kay Sotto at siguro ayaw ni Coach CJ Button na ma-exploit ito going into the 4th quarter at maganda naman ang resulta. But if this trend continues ay hindi ito maganda sa basketball career ni kay Sotto. In fact, before the Taipans game ay nag-average si kay Sotto ng 17 minutes per game in the last 5 games at grabe ang binaba ng kanyang playing time last game. And to think that in January ay nakita natin ang pagtaas ng playing time ni kay Sotto every game at akala natin na tuloy-tuloy na ito dahil sa kanyang last game sa February in their game against Melbourne United na kung saan nanalo sila, kay Sotto played almost 22 minutes. So, ito was expected na sa next game nila ay mabibigyan si kay Sotto ng bigger role, especially with the absence of Isaac Humphries. Pero against Brisbane Bullets, he played only 15 minutes. But it was understandable dahil sa kanyang mga turnovers against Tranching Liao. Pero ang last game ay isang palaisipan dahil hindi siya ginamit sa 1st quarter at hindi rin ginamit sa 4th quarter at maganda naman ang kanyang performance. So, to Coach CJ Button, please give kay Sotto enough playing time upang maiangat niya ang kanyang confidence. Hopefully, in their next game against Illawarra Hawks ay mapagbigyan na si kay Sotto ng maganda-gandang playing time. At least 15 minutes at sana gagamitin na rin siya sa 4th quarter dahil he deserves it. And if we base our assessment sa last game ng Illawarra Hawks and Adelaide 36ers, ay there is no reason for Coach CJ Button not to use kay Sotto. Sa kanilang unang pagtatapat ay umiscore si kay Sotto ng 12 points at meron pang 5 rebounds in just 14 minutes of action. So, napakalinaw naman na kapag bibigyan si kay Sotto ng playing time, ay kaya niya mag-contribute. And kay Sotto is so special and he reminds me of Rudy Gobert. Kung hindi man umiscore si Rudy Gobert, ay consistent naman ang kanyang depensa at ang kanyang intimidating factor, knowing na merong Rudy Gobert na pwedeng sapalin ang kanyang tira if one will challenge him inside. Ganyan na rin ang career ngayon ni Kai Sotto. Kahit na hindi natin makikita ang mga eye-popping numbers sa puntos, Kai Sotto made sure na may nagawa siya sa defensive end. Katulad last game na kung saan he swatted 3 shots and played great defense and grabbed 6 rebounds in just 12 minutes of action. And all the Pinoy fans are salivating for longer playing time dahil track makakascore si Kai Sotto ng 20 points if given the chance. At kung magpapatuloy ang magandang depensa ni Kai Sotto like last game against Karen Saipans, ay hindi lang Rookie of the Year award siya magiging contender, kundi pati na sa Defensive Player of the Year award ay pwedeng maipanalo ni Kai Sotto dahil sa kanyang mga blocks at ang kanyang ring protection, which is next to none sa kanyang team. Curiously, ang Defensive Player of the Year award sa NBL ay tinawag nilang the Damian Martin Trophy, which was named in honor of Martin upon his retirement. Damian Martin is a 6-time Defensive Player of the Year awardee sa NBL Australia. At huwag magpahuli dahil baka magugulat na lang kayo sa mga bagong balita. At kung nagugustuhan niyo ang ating channel ay huwag kalimutang pindutin ang like and subscribe button at pati na rin ang notification bell upang updated kayo sa mga nakakagulat na balita. Salamat and see you around! Meron ng pinalabas na pangalan ang Fox Sports Australia na darating na bagong import ng Adelaide 36ers and his name is Jerome Randall. Ito ay according sa Fox Sports. And the good news ay isang point guard ang bagong import who is known for his superior ball handling. In fact, he is popularly known to be the best there is outside sa NBA. It is understandable naman kung bakit ang kinuha ng team ay isang point guard dahil ang turnover ang pinakamalaking problema ng Adelaide 36ers. At alam naman natin na ang point guard ang merong responsibility to control the tempo of the game and make sure na ma-execute ang play at hindi magka-turnover. Kahit na nanalo ang Sixers last Sunday versus Karen Saipans, ay nakita pa rin ng team na kulang ang kanilang firepower with the absence of Isaac Humphries, and they're using their third import option to solidify their lineup and hopefully they will contend for a championship. Although ang nawala sa team ay isang big man, it is surprising na kanilang kukuning next import ay isang point guard at hindi big man katulad ng kawalan ni Isaac Humphries. NBL commentator John Casey revealed a snippet of insight into the 36ers' plans during Sunday's telecast. If the 36ers get their man, they're trying to recruit an import but not a like for Isaac Humphries, Casey said. It may be a player. In fact, I'm told it is a player who has played in the NBL before who is currently playing overseas. He may have played for a couple of teams. Ang ibig sabihin dyan ay kontento na ang team sa nilalaro ngayon ni Cam Bairstow, Daniel Johnson, and Kai Sotto to carry the frontcourt duties. At kitang-kita naman sa bawat laro na ang mga big men talaga ang sinasandalan ng team, and in the last game, naging instrumental si Kai Sotto sa magandang laro ng Sixers. He played great sa second quarter and he was able to change the complexion of the game. At dahil merong 15 turnovers average ang team per game, ay it is just fair to look for a point guard who can carry the slack for the team, and Jerome Randall is what the doctors ordered, especially in breaking a full court press na hindi kayang i-break ni Mitch McCarron dahil he plays very slow. Okay lang sana kung half-court offense, but when opposing teams apply full court press ay nahihirapan ang mga point guards ng team. And here comes Jerome Randall na napakaganda ang kanyang ball handling at grabe ang scoring and court vision. I envision him and Kai Sotto playing good music together that he likes to penetrate, draw the defense, and look for drop passes and kick-out passes. Napakagaling na point guard and no doubt isa siyang former NBL MVP. Sa mga naunang balita ay may mga pangalan na lumabas like Scottie Hobson, Casey Prather, and Levi Randolph. Pero sabi ng Fox Sports, si Jerome Randall daw talaga ang third import ng Adelaide. The 34-year-old is currently playing in his adopted home country of Ukraine, but he has made no secret in recent months on social media of his desire for an NBL club to snap him up. It appears the 36ers are able to secure his signature and announce his return to Adelaide, which does give them someone to take over much of the ball-carrying duties. It also gives them someone who will want the ball in his hands virtually all the time, which will switch McCarron to the two-guard spot and isn't the best news for Dusty Hannas and Tad Dufilmir, whose role will likely diminish. Pero ganun talaga ang basketball. Winning is everything. So kung merong mang masagasaan sa desisyon ng team to sign a new point guard, ay ito'y magsisilbing challenge na buong team na walang secured spot sa team, and the Sixers are so serious sa kanilang championship run this year. And for sure, ang magandang laro ni Kai Sotto ay ang main reason kung bakit hindi big man ang kanilang kukunin, dahil alam naman nating lahat na napakaganda ng nilalaro ni Kai Sotto ngayon sa NBL. Pero huwag magpakasiguro dahil wala pa namang official announcements ang Sixers. Baka at the last minute ay big man ang kanilang kukunin. Yet, kahit point guard pa yan or big man, ay ang importante is for Kai Sotto to focus on his craft and make use of the playing time na binibigay ni Coach CJ Button.